What's up, Malachi? All right, we're going to do a real basic, I'll say basic, we're going to do a full overview of Ableton and setting up, including tracks. So, when you open it for the first time, you'll go to File, Open Recent Set, and it'll be the youth one. Just click it, it'll open. Save whatever you're closing out of, you get the gist. Now, it's going to open to the last week's, and this was last week, so it's got some tracks in it, and it's got some non-tracks in it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click the first track that isn't these two. Pad and click will never get deleted. Everything else will, though. So I'm going to click this first one. I'm going to scroll all the way down. And while I'm holding shift, I'm holding it, I'm going to click this. What that does is it highlights every single track in between the two. Then I'm just going to hit delete. Boom. All my tracks are gone. Here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to click anywhere. I'm going to hit Command A. That's going to highlight everything, including your BPM changes down here. Then I'm going to hit delete. Boom. Fresh start. Everything here is reset and good to go. But it keeps your locators, which is fun. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start with, let's say, Prodigals. Let's say you want to load in the track for Prodigals. So you are going to go to the multi-tracks tab right here, and you will see every multi-track we have is labeled in alphabetical order. So we'll go down to P for Prodigals, and there it is. And you can see it's in the key of D, and it's 135 beats per minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my tempo, and because it's the first song, I'm just going to type 135. You can only do that on the first song when you're starting out. It makes it a lot easier though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the triangle next to Prodigals, and I'm going to take this actual Prodigals file, and I'm going to click it and drag it under everything. See how it's just that line right there? As soon as I let go, it's going to load it in. And then I can zoom around and kind of see what I need. Now with Prodigals, I'm going to delete that. So here's what you're going to do. Every track has a click track and a guide. That's the lady. Some of these will have MIDI tracks. If you see a MIDI track, hit this button. That'll mute it just in case there's any weird stuff with the lights. And then if you go through, you can see all your stuff. Here's my rule of tracks. If it's on the stage, get rid of it so we don't have any electrics, we don't have any bass, we don't have any drums. Keys, I usually leave all the way in. I leave out anything that's like a choir or background vocals. Anything that's like an effects or like a loop, I'll leave in. With Prodigals, that's what this is. I'll solo it so you can kind of hear. You know, it's very, very well. And I'll also leave in effects. This is the sound of what I will not leave in, I never leave in like choirs. Good as they sound, I don't leave them in. You can see it's muted. Most of these, when you drag them in, are going to be ready to go. Sometimes just double check. Okay, and then what I always do is I go to my locator and drag it at the front. You remember locator, if you talked about them a little bit. We'll drag the locator, and then that way, Anaya can control it with her deal. Ta-da. Okay. Now, what do you want to do? What do you do if you need a second track? Let's say Rest on Us. Sound familiar? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the very end of the track where it ends. You can see that this is a little off, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it actually a little bit off. I'm going to put it right here, a little after the track, and then I'm going to go Rest on Us. You can see right here, 74 beats per minute. Now, here's the thing. When you are doing tempo for a track, you have to get it perfect. So if you look at Lords and Revival, it's 74.5. You have to do 74.5 for tracks. Whatever the track says to do it. Otherwise, the tracks will get messed up and they will sound horrible and everything will be off. So make sure that matches. So, rest on us is 74. So we'll do our thing like normal. And we will go down to 74. This is the most annoying part. There we go. And remember, if you need to make small changes, hold shift and then drag. Look at that. Look how slow that's going. That helps you if you need to do like one of those weird 0.5s. Okay, 74, we're good. So now here's what we're gonna do. Before we add in the next one, we're gonna scroll all the way down to where there's nothing under here. We'll open up Rest on Us, and we do it in key of A. You see that there's a couple, grab the one that's in the right key. And we're gonna drag it, and you'll notice you can drag it underneath. Now, when you do that, here's what happens. It drags it and it puts it at the very front. So you've got two tracks right on top of each other. Doesn't sound good. So here's what we need to do. We need to take all of these tracks. We need to put them right at the start of this locator. So here's what I'll do. I'll click the first one, scroll all the way down, and do the same, hold shift, and then click. Highlights everything. So now that you've highlighted everything, here's what you're gonna do. Command X is gonna disappear. What you did is you did a cut. So copy and paste, you just did a cut. So it's gone now. So now if we zoom in, if you click the top track right on the line and hit Command V, it's gonna paste it right there. And then again, same thing. Make sure click and guide are unmuted. And also, see this little number right here that says 1 under external out? Make sure that's 1. Not 1/2, not 2, 1. For click and guide, because that is what goes into your ears. All the actual loop stuff, make sure it's in 2. Sometimes they're a little off. This one's good to go. So boom, you have 2. And then now that the locator's there, and I can just click it. And just as a reminder, at the end, you'll move, let's say the next song is just like a normal, I'll move over here. Let's say the next song is like Gratitude. Just as a reminder, right click, time signature change, you type in the new time signature, and you do your same deal. I know Gratitude is 78, so we'll move that to 78. Close enough, because remember, oh, I got it, never mind. Remember, when it's not a track, you can get close. If it's a track, you have to be on the money. So we still have our blue and orange thing here. Ignore pad, but you still got your click right here. So now we'll go back to our user library, and I'm already on the click, but just as a reminder, sample clicks. So I'll grab my 6/8 click and drag it right at the start. Double clicked, hit warp from here, and then just set your locators where they need to be. So that is the overview of how to add tracks, how to add more than one track, and then how to mix that with these, and then you just keep building it out. You've got 6, oh yeah, you've got 6 locators. You can use to move around. You shouldn't ever need that many, but you have that. Just as a quick recap, when you're adding tracks, add them at the bottom. Click the bottom, or click the top one, hold shift and click the bottom one, Command X, and then Command V where you want to put those. If you are struggling, just restart and delete the tracks over here and try again. If you have any questions, you can text me. But that is how you do tracks in a setting. If stuff goes wrong, sometimes it's easier just to not do the track at all. But this is everything you need to know about it. I think you kind of got it. I believe in you. And just as a reminder, always remember to mute the MIDI. I don't think I did that on this. there is no MIDI. Perfect. Mute the MIDI. Clicking guide in 1, pad in 2. You get the whole deal. This never changes. Just be accurate with it. Yeah, this is a long video, but it should cover everything should you need it. So yeah, good luck, guys. It's gonna be great. Okay, bye.